Hey guys, Phil Mackey here, 1500ESPN.com, hanging out at Hammond Stadium after the Twins just got done playing the Red Sox in a B game. I couldn't even tell you what the final score of the game was other than Nick Blackburn struck out 4 in his first 2 innings of the spring, and Justin Morneau finally tallied his first hit in, I think it was his 3rd spring game, a rocket double down the right field line, and he's kind of the topic of our discussion today. Just wanted to give you guys an update on how Morneau is doing. A lot's been made about the weight loss and how he's lost 20 pounds and looks weaker. I would classify it this way. He looks leaner. He's still pretty cut, and he still has enough power to hit the ball off the wall. We saw him hit a home run off Liriano a week and a half ago in a live bullpen session, a live throwing session. So I just think right now, the way Mauer and Morneau are progressing early on in camp, health really isn't an issue right now. Morneau's not limited. He said the wrist is up over 90% and still climbing, and so that's good. And the the symptoms haven't limited him from any workouts, and as far as we know, he hasn't really experienced any significant symptoms. So I think the question for Morneau is what happens if he takes a knee to the head sliding into second base, or what happens if he gets jarred, maybe diving for a ball behind the first base bag, and those are things you can't simulate until they happen in game. So right now, I would say health is not a factor for Morneau, and it's not a factor for Mauer, who's out there. Looks like he's timing fastballs early in camp. Now, this doesn't mean that things couldn't deteriorate for both these guys as we move forward. But good signs health-wise right now. Denard Span playing every other day as well, going through all the workouts. So positive signs health-wise right now from those 3 guys. And just talking about Morneau, here's what he had to say after doubling in that B game against the Red Sox here at Hammond Stadium.
Felt good to make us good contact there in that double.
Yeah, that felt good. It's a good start, hopefully. That's the best way to put it. By the time we start to feel like it's starting to get there, so we'll see. Get to back-to-back days and in there tomorrow, and that's usually when the timing starts to come a little bit more. You sometimes need some time off, and it's hard to find a rhythm, every other day. So it'll be good to come back tomorrow and be right back in there.
Historically, is there kind of a certain range of at-bats where your timing usually kicks in spring training?
No, I mean, I've had, be pretty close from the get-go, and I've had not be there till the last week, so it's one of those things where you never know what's going to happen. You just have to trust the process and trust the hard work you're putting in. Eventually, timing's going to come, and you're going to be where you need to be, and you want to be there. Opening day is the most important thing.
Was it a fastball you hit? What was the pitch you hit?
Yeah, it was 3-1 fastball.
Is that one of your goals to time fastballs early in spring training? Is it? It's kind of what Joe was talking about the other day, I guess.
Just be ready to hit. I think you need to be on time to be able to hit the fastball, but be able to adjust to the off speed. I think that's kind of when I know when I'm there. The changeup, the ground ball I hit to second base was just a little bit out front. I think I felt like I saw it pretty good, and just wasn't able to wait with my legs long enough to get it squared up. And, when that starts to come, when you're looking fastball and you're able to adjust to the off speed and get to it, I think that's kind of when you know the timing's a lot better.
Weird atmosphere playing in these B games.
No different than playing on the backfield. It's probably better playing out here than it is on the backfield. So.
What's your assessment of the first baseman today?
They did good. Didn't do anything to stand out that I remember that was bad. So it's a good day.
What about the backhand? The backhand was the...
I think I was either in the cage or I was... It's like a Mansky, I think. I don't know. I didn't see it. So it was really good then.
Supposed to be here all week.